right there.
Oh, you know what? As a kid, drinking age was 18 at the time.
Yeah.
And I used to go there. I was younger than that, of course, you know. But I was dressed to kill, and it was my gin and squirt at 6 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. People were rolling out of there.
Everybody's got some memories there.
Yeah, they do. They created some great history. We walk in there at 10 o'clock at night, and the birds are singing when you walk out.
Yeah, because you know what? So that's why people, they'll never forget that place. I'll tell you, all the bands would, Buffalo's hot with music. I mean, there might be 20 places at the same time with music happening.
Right.
But at the end, the best of the best would go to the colored musicians. And they know which ones are the best, and they jam together.
And there's so many. There's a guy, bass player here named Billy Sheehan.
Yes.
Yes, very famous rock bass player, but he used to go up to the colored musicians club and rehearse all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And stand solid.
That's right. That's right. A lot of folks. Men up there.
I got memories, sitting here, and as we're chatting away, my mind is going, because so many fun times at that place. So, hopefully one day I'd like to do my show there. I really would. And then Erica found,
I can help you with that. Walter Kemp is the guy I turn you on to that. Yeah. And make it happen.
Maybe when you're performing, that would be even more fun.
Oh, yeah. That's coming up soon. We're doing a fundraiser for the club pretty soon. We're scheduled to go down to France at the end of the month. I have to be in the islands not too long. I think next week doing festivals down there. That's where I'll be. And then we got some other events helping out schools across the country. So we have a very proactive travel schedule.
Wow. Quite an exciting life, man. It's great. Well, you're so talented, too. You got the right people and selecting the right people.
There you go.
That got the same mind frame that you do.
That's the key. Got to have the right folks, for sure.
Okay, so what's the next tune?
Let's see here. I believe it's called Lady, and I believe it's from our Next Step CD sung by Robert Garrett.
Let's hear it. that's how we became friends. How about that? You know, sweet, I mean, there isn't a bad song, man. Unreal. It was fun. I know, I hope I blow my audiences.
Yeah, I wrote that one for Rob. You did pretty well.
Oh, my God.
Pretty well.
We got to do another one. We're going right to it.
Well, this next song, I believe, is called Everything's Gonna Be Alright. It's the second subtitle to the next CD. A little story to that is a number of years ago, when they had cutbacks, there was a construction project going on here in the city, and their funding was cut because it was tied to HUD. And so they used to use this song as a theme song to help them get through the day, because they kept working without pay. And then they finally got paid about a year later, but they just used this song to keep them going every day by saying, starting off with everything's going to be all right.
Okay, so I could send this out to Shirley.
Okay.
Thanks.
Everything's gonna be alright.
No matter how it seems, it's not so bad at all. We all have the inner strength that comes from up above. Get yourself together at each and every fall. You find yourself as taller with God above it all. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 Everything's gonna be alright.
Yeah, we just got into talking a little bit about boxing. Don Patterson. And look it up at the 12th. Because they're going to have boxing there. You'll have periodically Don Patterson arranges boxing at the 12th. So go to that, the 12th website, and I believe it's January 27th. You know, and you know, the Golden Gloves, you know how Donnie is, he's the head guy of New York State. So check out the 12th, and I'm sure you'll get to it if you enjoy boxing as much as I do. Okay, back to Van Taylor.
Hey!
Buddy, so what are we going to do next?
Well, we've been playing vocals all night long, even though we're a jazz group, we haven't played really any jazz. So this next song is a classic for us. It's called A Nice Day. It's been re-recorded over 20-something times around the world by other bands. I wrote this about 30 years ago.
Okay, so let's go over some of the websites that you might want to...
Our main website is tailormadejazz.com, www.tailormadejazz.com. You can get all our information, all our music, videos, history, everything's there. We support the Hope Collection. If you are a veteran, first responder, anything connected with the military, law enforcement, go check out that website. It's thehopecollection.com. A lot of information and access to a lot of things for you up there. And what else here? I think that's really about it.
Oh, I remember you could check it if you go to songwriterslounge.net, and you can hear everything that Van just mentioned about his websites. So, you know how it is on the radio, you can't write it all, you can't, but this way you could take your time and redo it and then rehear it, right? And remember the Matt Urban Memorial Committee. Simple, right? Matt Urban Memorial Committee.us, and email, get yourself involved in that with your family and friends. So we're going to close the show, and I can...
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. Playing the next song that Van just said. We'll close the show with that song, and God bless you and yours, and Van will be back. Trust me on that.
Have a nice day.
Okay. God bless you and yours till next week.
WXRL Lancaster, Buffalo, Western New York's family radio station.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. When the working we get through, and you want something to do, polka dancing is for you. Move around to the sound.